what's the state of the game if the billionaire-backed Manchester City are being priced out of the market?
Bloody healthier, hopefully. We don't want to see the endless increase of the cost implications of players to a level that the game is at now, where it's only sustainable if you've got billionaire owners, because the club, there aren't just 20 clubs in every country. There are many, many clubs that have just the same value and same importance in the ecosystem. So it says that ultimately that Man City can't afford it. Well, that's silly, because they can afford whatever they want. What they perhaps can't do is justify the expenditure of it. And if you're going to buy a player like Harry Kane and help, because of course we all decided that Gary Neville was right, that he only spoke to the press because he's got his deal done. Hasn't got his deal done. He's got to overcome Daniel Levy. He's got to overcome a 3-year contract.
Is that what Gary Neville said? Yeah.
Well, the general assumption was that Harry Kane would not have done this interview with Neville if he didn't have a deal done, right? Well, he doesn't have a deal done. He has the preparedness to say to Tottenham, I want to get a deal done, and all roads lead to Daniel Levy's decision-making. If you're Man City, would you want to say, I can afford whatever I want? Because then Tottenham will say, well, go on in, it's 200 million quid. Can you afford that? So, of course, you're going to position yourself as any sensible, right-minded individual.
Yeah. Say, is Daniel Levy buying this, though? Is he buying the fact that they've got no money?
But Daniel Levy will be deciding, insofar as this is a decision that he needs to deal with here and now. Daniel Levy and his new manager will be deciding which is the better, which is the lesser of two evils. Getting a lot of money for Harry Kane and being able to use it to rebuild the team, because I don't think, with due respect, Tottenham have got a lot of money right now. They've got a lot of money in Joe Lewis's pocket. That doesn't mean it belongs to Tottenham. In the same way that Sheikh Mansour's got a lot of money in his pocket, it doesn't mean it belongs to Man City. I know some football fans think that everyone should go to the wall with their money just to bankroll football clubs. So it doesn't say anything other than, hopefully, and I do hope that we see some stability in football transfer fees, but it doesn't mean that Man City won't be coming back in and buying Harry Kane if that's what they decide to do for a lot of money. But it doesn't mean they can't afford him. It's meaning that they're choosing to perhaps act in a commercial discussion if indeed they want to buy Harry Kane, because we've all decided, without actually being in the room and actually having any of the discussions, we've all decided that Harry Kane's nailed on for Man City and Pep Guardiola's tripping over his whatever to get to him, right? And that might not be the case. It may be something different that's going on. But what it does do is it puts Harry Kane into a slightly difficult position, because I cannot see, he's played for him, I've bought and sold players with him. There's not a parallel universe in my mind where Daniel Levy sells Harry Kane for anything less than Daniel Levy decides is sufficient for Tottenham.
No, sure. I agree. I mean, when you look more closely at Guardiola's comments, Andros, it seems, do you know what? We're happy with what we've got and we'll plough on. He says, all clubs are struggling financially. Yes, they are. He says, we've got Gabriel Jesus and Ferran Torres. They've been incredible. We have young players in the academy, and we play many times with a false nine. In other words, we're actually all right.
But didn't he say this as well a few weeks before the end of the season, and then they put in a bid for Jack Grealish? Didn't he say there was no money to spend this summer? Then, bang, 100 million off.
All the talk is.
But have they?
That they would like to.
But have they?
The intention we hear is to have a go for Grealish.
But Villa deny it.
Villa
have said.
But didn't Man City confirm it?
Did Man City confirm
it? They haven't confirmed.
I don't think they did.
Villa absolutely.
I think that was the
it.
jungle drums beating to let people know that it was coming down the pipe, and we've not seen anything. Okay.
So are we going in the direction, Simon, of unearthing a hidden gem in the academy area?
Where? Man City?
Preferential to forking out 150, 200 million?
Well, you'd like to think that was part of the planning of every football club to bring their young players through, irrespective of the size and scale of it. But the reality of it is that Manchester City failed to win the Champions League and won the Premier League at a canter. Other teams are going to get better. I don't think Liverpool are going to be the same condition that they were last year. I think Manchester United are going to spend some money and are spending some money. So irrespective of whether I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the real deal, but the real ones is exactly what Andros says, is Tuchel is coming, and Chelsea are coming with a big checkbook, and they're going to continue to back this guy. So I think it will be... I just can't see Man City not spending some money.
No.
In my mind, there's no doubt that Man City are going to throw everything to try and get Harry Kane. But like Simon said, it's down to Daniel Levy, whether this deal gets done or not, or in what shape or form. It's down to Daniel Levy. He holds all the cards. I think Harry's got 2 or 3 years left on his contract. 3 left. So it's down to Daniel Levy.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Thursday morning, 10 till 1. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.